Bonjour! My name is Fiona. I'm a rising junior in the School of Foreign Service studying international history and minors in English and French, and I'm currently talking to you from Tours, France. I'm currently doing the Georgetown in Tours program, and I'm going to be doing the GU Abroad takeover today, so just follow along to see how we spend our days here in Tours, France. Thanks so much for submitting this question. Again, if anyone else has any other questions, please don't hesitate to ask. I have two little question boxes earlier in the story. No question is a bad question, so go ahead. I love talking about this program. It's been so much fun so far. So this one is sad because I'm here for 3 more weeks, so I don't want to think about that. But I think just like the community that this program has developed, and also just the chance to be in a host family has been really incredible. Just to like get to know people I wouldn't otherwise get to know, all while practicing my French. I also just wanted to add one more thing. One of my other favorite things about this program is getting to explore a new country and a new town or a new city. Being in Tours, which is kind of a smaller city, has really given me the chance to really get to know the place, which I really love. And I've also got to travel a little bit. I went to Paris last weekend, which was incredible. We've also been on some excursions to some area chateaus, even a goat farm, to wine tastings, all sorts of things to really get a handle on French culture that really just assists with our learning in the classroom. So that's one of the other things that I've loved so far. This is a really good question because I do think they're a little bit different here in Tours at the Institut de Touraine from how they are at Georgetown. While both are excellent, I think the classes at the Institute are they're obviously a little bit more intensive. They're a lot more time. We're really just having the opportunity to just focus on practicing our French and speaking French and learning French culture, which I think is really nice to just be able to focus only on that without like having to worry about other classes or other commitments, things like that. The classes are very structured around like themes, so we'll do grammar and oral practice and listening practice and writing practice that really like connects to the theme, which I really enjoy, which is kind of how it is at Georgetown, but it's just a little bit more, and I think that that's been really great, just something to like really grapple with. We talked about some great things already, and also there's a lot of focus on like individualized instruction. Like we write like little writing responses and our professor will correct them and go through all the errors that everyone made, which is super helpful and not something that you necessarily get in a traditional classroom environment. Bonsoir! Just signing in again to give you a little update on how my day is going. So after I walked back from class, I just went for coffee, and now I'm back at my host parents' house. Just been resting and doing a little bit of homework to recuperate from my long day of intensive language classes. We do 21 hours a week of language classes here at the Institut de Touraine, so it is a lot, but I'm learning so much and really getting the chance to polish my French, so I'm really enjoying it. I'm just going to be having dinner with my host family here in a little bit, and that'll be kind of it for the day. It's hard to pick just one. I think for me, my favorite thing that I've learned is a little bit more about like familiar language, things like slang words, ways to say hello that aren't just bonjour and salut, things like that are some of my favorite things that I've learned. My favorite Loire Valley Chateau. Okay, so just some final questions before I sign off for the night and say goodbye to you all, but I've actually been to 3 so far. I've been to Chenonceau, Amboise, and Loche. We also visited a historic abbey at Fontainebleau. I really enjoyed visiting all of them. I think my favorite was Chenonceau just because it's so stunning. The gardens were beautiful. It goes over a river. It's incredible. I'll put a picture of it in the next slide because it's amazing. But I loved visiting them all. The architecture here is incredible, and the history of the buildings is one of my favorite things about being here in France. It means that everything you do is an adventure, and I think that keeps it interesting. It's definitely fun. You learn a new word or multiple or 10 every day. There's practical things, familiar words, slang terms, and it's really helpful. So I think overall it's a really great experience, but definitely it's not easy. Thank you so much for following along my day in Tours, France as part of the Georgetown in Tours program. I really enjoyed sharing a little piece of my day today with you all, and I hope you enjoyed. So I'm signing off for the night. Bonne nuit!